While on a mining concession in the heart of Sierra Leone, prospector David Ledbetter wasn't looking for mysteries. He was searching for gold and diamonds. But as his crew dug deeper into the earth, they began unearthing something else entirely. Smooth, blue, metallic stones, unlike anything they'd ever seen. Curious, David brought one of the stones to the village chief. The chief's response was unexpected. He explained that whenever these strange blue stones were uncovered, large deposits of gold and diamonds usually followed. To the locals, the sky stones weren't just rare, they were omens, signposts of something buried deeper, something of great value, or great mystery. Collector and researcher Jared Collins has now sent samples of the sky stones to 12 independent laboratories. The results? No scientific consensus. Some experts suggested a terrestrial origin. Others speculated synthetic materials. But none could definitively say what the sky stones were, or where they came from. Are they natural? Are they man-made? Or are they not from Earth at all? Honestly, I still don't know. I just know they don't fit the mold. Over 5,000 miles away, along the high desert of New Mexico, another ancient mystery begins to unfold. 30 miles south of Gallup lies the Pueblo of Zuni, home to one of the oldest indigenous cultures in North America. Sheltered by red cliffs and ancient mesas, the Zuni people have protected their sacred stories for nearly 2 millennia. Only now are fragments of those secrets being revealed to the outside world. Elder Clifford Mahudi and archaeologist Dan Simplicio have spent their lives uncovering Zuni oral history. Stories that speak not only of earthly ancestors, but of celestial beings known as the Sky People. See this symbol here? That's a star figure. It could represent a celestial body, possibly even the supernova that created the Crab Nebula. Our ancestors were mapping the sky long before telescopes. Zuni petroglyphs, some dating as far back as 1200 BC, contain unmistakable depictions of what modern viewers might interpret as space travelers, figures with helmet-like heads, radiating lines, and downward-pointing shapes that resemble craft descending from above. In our chants, our songs, and our rituals, we always speak of beings who came from the stars. They taught us how to live, how to build, and how to heal. They are not myths. They are our teachers. According to Zuni belief, these sky people didn't just visit, they stayed. They became the keepers of the upper world, the guardians of space and time. And even today, within the deeply guarded spiritual practices of the Zuni, they are honored and remembered. Some of the ancient rock art found here defies easy explanation. One figure has a diamond-shaped torso and appears to have dome-like eyes. Another shows what appears to be a being descending on a beam of light. They were trying to describe something powerful, something they couldn't quite explain. They carved what they saw as best they could. It might not be perfect, but the intent is there. Even among the Zuni themselves, certain figures carved into the rock are openly referred to as the spacemen. They are distinctly non-human, with exaggerated limbs, bulbous heads, and symbols radiating from their bodies. Symbols that some believe may represent interstellar origin. To most, these images are nothing more than ancient art. But to those who listen closely to the stories passed down through generations, they tell a very different tale, of knowledge gifted from the stars, of visitors from beyond, and of a time when sky gods walked the earth. Could the secrets of our past still be etched in stone across the deserts of New Mexico? If so, what else might we discover if we finally choose to believe? Across continents and cultures, the message remains the same. We were never alone. Valcamonica, Italy, June 13, 2019. This valley is home to one of the largest collections of prehistoric petroglyphs in the world, more than 140,000 images carved into rock surfaces over a span of 8,000 years. Ancient astronaut theorist William Henry, joined by local expert Luca Garelli, is on a quest to uncover whether some of these images, long thought to depict simple rituals or mythic tales, might in fact preserve ancient encounters with visitors from the stars. Luca, this one. Look at the helmet, the rays coming off the head, the suit. It's uncanny. That's a spaceman. Yes, we call it the spaceman. It's one of the most famous figures in Valcamonica. Scholars say it's symbolic, but its shape is very unusual. Located just beside the humanoid figure is another mysterious carving, an intricate, floral-like design archaeologists call the communion rose. Composed of 9 symmetrical dots arranged in a circular pattern, its purpose remains unknown. To me, it looks like propulsion or energy. Something is spinning. I mean, if you saw this hovering in the sky today, you'd think drone or spacecraft. While mainstream historians suggest this symbol could represent a solar or stellar alignment, ancient astronaut theorists believe it may portray the descent of a spacecraft, perhaps even the very one that brought the so-called spaceman to Earth thousands of years ago. And here, the 5-pointed star. We see this shape repeated many times. Some believe it represents energy from the heavens. To the ancient peoples of Valcamonica, the stars weren't just distant lights. They were sources of power, life, and visitation. Could these engravings suggest that energy, or even beings, descended from the stars to this very valley? It's like a stone tablet newspaper. It records an event, maybe even an arrival. Beings came from above, and the people who witnessed it carved what they saw. Just over 100 miles west of Valcamonica lies the ancient city of Turin, long associated with the Greek myth of Phaeton, also known as Phaeton. According to legend, he was the son of the sun god Helios and descended to Earth in a brilliant chariot of fire. The myth tells of Phaeton losing control of the solar chariot and crashing into the mountains, perhaps even Mount Mycenae. But from this catastrophic descent came something unexpected. He didn't just crash, he came with purpose. He brought gifts and knowledge. He was a metallurgist, a teacher. He elevated the people. Local tradition holds that Phaeton passed on celestial knowledge, skills in metalworking, astronomy, and medicine. Could this be a mythologized memory of contact, of a being from another world sharing advanced knowledge with ancient humans? If Phaeton was a sky being, a traveler from the stars, then these carvings, they're not just art. They're records. They're evidence. Across the stone surfaces of Valcamonica, the echoes of an ancient past remain etched in granite, silent witnesses to a time when the skies were alive with more than just birds and clouds. Is it possible that what early humans saw, what they carved, worshipped, and passed down through myth, were not gods, but visitors from another star system? Could the communion rose be more than a symbol? Could it be a celestial calling card left behind by beings from beyond? Across cultures and continents, the carvings tell the same story. They came from above, and they never truly left.